Hey, we're back at the top again today on the road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, and we have news just around the corner, but before that, we will be looking over type and seeing what Generation 7 can add and improve to it. However, I'm not alone, as there seems to be someone else at this stop on the road to Sun and Moon.
Yo, what is going on today, guys? I'm Woopsire, and today I'm going to be helping you guys figure out how we can improve the rock typing in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
This is the 9th episode in the series, so you've missed quite a few, including another one on Woopsire's channel where we go over the poison type. Yep, you get 2 types this week. Anyways, today's type is the one you guys wanted to see the most. The not as good for defensive rock type. That's a great description, man. Gotta write that down somewhere. Anyway, so here are 6 ways Pokemon Sun and Moon could improve the rock type. So we all know about the rock type. It's sturdy, it's physically powerful, its defense is not bad, it gets wrecked by 5 different types. Oh wait, did I hear that correctly? It's physically powerful? Why yes it is, Gearhart, you're right! Thanks, me! So tell them why it is. Alright, so do you want to list out the special attacks? Okay, I can do that. We have Ancient Power and Power Gem. What's wrong with that? Well, Power Gem is okay, but Ancient Power has a lack of PP. Beyond that, there's no other specially offensive Rocky move. Or especially offensive rock types for that matter. You normally see Ancient Power on Charizard Y and Togekiss. These aren't even rock types. Where are the special rock moves and rock types? We are missing a lot of them. And one last thing. Why in the name of rock does Diancie not get Power Gem?
You ever try to outrun a rock? Yeah, I won about 100% of the time. The rocks would just sit there. It's the same in the Pokemon universe. Rocks are slow. They are heavy, but spending the Pokedex from 721, you cannot tell me any of these have to be slow. That's not possible. Come on. I see some Pokemon that could get their speed stat knocked up just a few points higher. We only have 2 non-legend / non-mega Pokemon over 100 base speed, and they're fossils. I know the younger generation was inside and slow all the time, but when you have old geezers like Aerodactyl and Archeops outspeeding you, that's just a pity. At least Rockruff looks like it might have some speedy potential.
A lot of defensive Pokemon are tanks or walls with recovery, but for the rock type, it's all just tanks. Except Cradily, which needs to get out of here. Hey, Cradily! You and your weird headdress are gonna get this video flagged! Anyway, the problem here is that the rock type has 5 weaknesses and most of its walls are lacking recovery options. I mean, some have recovery, but in battle, they're as good as smashed into bits against the top tier threats. There just isn't any reliable options for rock walls with recovery. We should build them back up. We're back on the Mega Evolution grind again. In this instance, Whoop and I will be explaining which rock type should get a Mega Evolution. If Mega Evolutions are still a thing. Oh, please still be a thing.
But regardless, if Sun and Moon have them or not, we'll still go over them anyway. See, we both picked out our own concepts, and we'll go over the Pokemon that we specifically picked.
With that, we'll start off with Rampardos, and oh my word, Rampardos is just a runaway monster truck rolling down a steep hill. All it needs is a little bit more speed, and I feel like this design by Titos Pix, I think I pronounced that correctly, hope I did. It shows that idea very well. I feel like it should retain the mono rock type, but gain the ability Rock Head, and I know that it only gets Head Smash, but I feel like we should add a few more recoil moves at its disposal. I did call it fast for a reason, and it does get quite a boost here, as well as its defenses and a little more attack. Not too much though, because we don't want to break this Mega completely. Otherwise, it'll be breaking everything else!
The Mega I chose was Armaldo. I know that would leave Cradily out to dry, but we still can't show it in this video as we don't want it to get flagged. Anyway, this design by Haishiri actually shows a pretty big change in Armaldo, as it now gets on all 4s instead of standing straight up. Because of this, its stat changes reflect that it gets a lot more speed and attack power. Its defense gets an additional boost, but not by much. I mean, where else are we going to put it? Up its...
I wouldn't finish that sentence. You can get attacked by angry Pokemon around these parts. I have experience with that. Just keep it away from those pesky fighting types. Yeah, you heard me. I bashed my favorite type. What are you gonna do about the... Oh, wait, don't...
Alright. Moving on, it would retain the Rock Bug type, but gain the ability Speed Boost, as it looks like it can gain speed with each passing turn on the battlefield. See, now when you race rocks like this one, it's one you can't outrun.
Now let's get to the attacks that would help the rock type out. Whether it would be a very powerful or very supportive move, we'll be sure to make it improve the type regardless. If we wanted to completely improve it, it would just be 3 special rock attacks, but that's not how this works. We have to have one of each category. So in that case, we'll start off with the physical rock move, Meteor Storm, where the foe brings down a storm of flaming meteors from the sky to strike the foe. This attack was made for a legendary Pokemon I made, but can be equally used for normal Pokemon. I mean, dragons can bring down a dragon-like meteor, so why not rock types? Anyway, it is a 100 base power move with a 10% chance to burn.
On to the special move, Gravel Blast, which is a combination of Power Gem and Stone Edge. The user summons a stone and breaks it up completely to send the fragments colliding into the foe. This is a base 130 power move, and to balance it, it has the same accuracy as Draco Meteor.
And finally, the status move. It is none other than Rock Sharpen, where the user sharpens its body to strike the opponent a lot harder than before, as well as boost its speed. It's a rock-type Dragon Dance, in other words. So just throwing it out there that we both picked our favorite concepts, and we'll try to explain them to the best of our abilities. But before that, let me go over the type chart regarding type combos that have not been used yet. I get a lot of people telling me that certain types are used already by a Mega or Legendary, but I keep having to repeat myself that this chart does not account for Megas, Forms, or Legendaries as it looks for normal Pokemon. I apologize if that sounded abrasive. As we look at this chart now, the Rock type has been paired with every type except the Normal type, the Fighting type, the Poison type, the Ghost type, and the Electric type. With that, let me show you the concept I picked, as we have a skeleton Pokemon designed by Prideful Angel. It is none other than the aforementioned Rock Ghost type. I try to get an unused type combo in here somewhere. Its design leads me to believe it would be moderately fast and moderately bulky, kind of well-rounded Pokemon, to say the least. Its attack and special attack would be around the same. There's no real attributes that give any hints on what its best stat would be, to be honest. The moves I see it getting would be Power Gem, Bone Meringue, Hex, and Swords Dance. Honestly, they should also combine the use of the Thick Club with this Pokemon.
On to the concept I picked, which is the Sumo Bug Beetle looking Pokemon designed by MTC Studios. This guy keeps popping up in this series. Regardless, this is a very tanky looking Pokemon that can strike back, as the stats will show this as well. It has a lot of HP, defense, attack, while its speed and special attack suffer in contrast. If you thought Pinsir was a strong beetle, just hold on a second. This guy here gets the Rock Bug typing, and the attacks he receives would be Mega Horn, Head Smash, Stone Edge, and Rock Polish. I'm pretty sure this guy even rivals Rhyperior of all rock types. And even after all this, that still doesn't deal with the biggest issue. Why doesn't Diancie get Power Gem? Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. That's going to wrap up the video over here, but over on my channel we go ahead and talk about ways to improve the poison typing. Hope to see you over there. I'll catch you guys next time.
But with that, we will continue along this long road to Pokemon Sun and Moon. How would you improve the Rock type for Generation 7? Which type should I cover next week? We will find out. And if you enjoyed the video, drop a like button down from the top. And if you want to see that or any other stops on the road to Pokemon Sun and Moon, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We've almost arrived at our destination, but regardless, with that, I will catch you back at the top later on, because that is how you do it. Shades. Shades, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this, man. Like, it'd be funny if it was just like, he'll get a taste of my charm. That'd actually be kind of creepy.